Now that we've gotten the reset code and the first stanza set up for our narrator, we need to tackle the three events that take place once the first stanza is broadcast. The first thing that we need to set up is our background so it can change to the new background that happens after the first stanza. So over here in the left corner, I'm going to click on my stage. And I'm going to add a script that says when the green flag is clicked. And I want to make sure that this background, which is called Metro 1, is always loaded first. So I'm going to say switch backdrop to Metro 1. Now I also need to set it up under events so that when I receive first stanza, I switch to the new backdrop. So I'm going to come over here to my backdrops tab and I'm going to add that second backdrop. If I click on this icon, it says choose backdrop from library. That's what I want. Now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find the backdrop that I want. As I'm looking through, I see that it's called Urban 1. So I'm going to click on that and then hit OK. And now the second backdrop, Urban 1, is loaded up. I want to switch to that backdrop when I receive first stanza. So just like I switch backdrops to Metro 1 in my reset code, I'm going to go back to looks and I'm going to switch backdrop to Urban 1 when I receive first stanza. Now the second thing that took place when first stanza was broadcasted was my sprite Boy2 appears. When I click on the Boy2 sprite, you can see that the reset code has already been put in place. All that I need to do is say when I receive first stanza, I'm going to go to looks and I'm going to bring out show. This will make sure that Boy2 appears when first stanza is broadcast. Boy2 never moves and is already in the correct position, so I do not need to do anything regarding its actual position. Now, the third thing that happens when first stanza is broadcast is my narrator moves closer to the screen. I'm going to come back to Boy 1, and because we're waiting for him to finish the first 4 lines, I don't need to listen for the broadcast first stanza because it's already a part of this character's code. All I need to do is set up the movement. Now, instead of having to figure out the direction I want to point him in and then create the move block, if you know the exact coordinates that you want to move to, you can use a block called glide. Glide has 3 variables: an x coordinate position, a y coordinate position, and the amount of time it takes to get there. The position that I want to go to is an x position of -50 and a y position of -60. And I want the character to glide there after 1 second. So I can click on this block and see that my character will glide as it's playing the whole code right now. So we're reading the lines of the poem. And now our sprite glides to our new position.